Check, check. Oh, yes, kia ora. Kia ora koutou katoa, ngā mihi nui kia koutou. Oh. Check, check. Nope. I grabbed the wrong one. Oh, no, I grabbed the right one. Kia ora koutou katoa, ngā mihi nui kia koutou. No mai hara mai ki tēnei ahure. No mai hara mai I runga I te kaupapa o te rā, te kaupapa whakahirahira, te kaupapa o te pō. Malo.
Talofa. I know it's been a long day, Polyfest and all that, but welcome to Siva Afi Mangere. Talofa. Aloha. Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia orana.
Kia orana.
Yorana.
Kia orana.
Malo elelei.
Malo elelei.
Whakalofa lahi atu.
Whakalofa lahi atu.
Ni sambula vinaka.
Ni sambula vinaka.
Taloha ni. And I've run out. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Mangere Arts Centre, here where we're celebrating the Siva Afi Festival 2023 Schools Competition. Chee! So just before we always, as Pacific Islanders and people of the Moana, before we always start, we need to acknowledge our Creator. So I'll hand it over to our beautiful Luisa here to bless the space.
Whakataka te hau ki te uru, whakataka te hau ki te tonga, kia mā kina ki uta, kia mā taratara ki tai, e hi ake ana te atākura, he tio, he huka, he hauhu. Ti hei mauri ora. Ko te mea tuarua, nei rā te mihi nui ki te mana whenua, ki ngā mana whenua o tēnei rohe, tainui waka, te iwi o tēnei rohe, tāmaki makaurau ki te tonga, o tira ngā iwi katoa, o tāmaki makaurau, nei rā te mihi ki a rātou. So after my prayer, I did just want to acknowledge the mana whenua of this area, South Auckland, is Tainui, and the mana whenua of the greater Auckland city. There are many tribes that are mana whenua to this area, so we acknowledge them at this time. We're so lucky and blessed to be able to live and work in this beautiful city.
Yes, we are. Definitely are. So, just before we kick off with the program, there are a few acknowledgements that we do need to make. And first of all, is always our sponsors who make it possible for festivals like this to come out to our communities. Otherwise, we'd have to charge you like the Polyfest, where they charge $7.50. Yeah, we charge you with love. Hey. So thank you, Creative New Zealand, and our lovely friends at the US Embassy, who have allowed our beautiful family from Hawaii and from the US to be able to come here to Aotearoa and to share their talent and love for this craft, Siva Afi. We also like to thank the Mangere Otahu local board, who have been supporters of Siva Afi Festival since day one. And yes, we are in our 4th season of the festival.
Yeah, 4 years.
Even during lockdown, we went online, but it's good to be back on stage. And yeah, just want to talk about a little bit about last night as well, yeah? We were blessed.
Who was here last night? We know these guys were. Who else was here? Yeah. Oh, the people from Hawaii. Oh, we have a lot of new people tonight.
Yes.
That's good. That's
good.
Good
So
to have you here.
last night we honored the Wahine tour, Siva Afi, where it's 5 of our warrior women graced the stage, embraced the fire, and showcased their skill and talent to be able to wield this fire and just be able to showcase everything that fire means to them and our culture. So it was beautiful to see. And our lovely winner all the way from
Laie, Hawaii.
Alia Ava.
Alia Ava.
Yes.
But for those of you who weren't here, we battled last night the elements. We brought the heat with the fire, but we also brought some rain. And we definitely had some rain here last night. And there was a lot of wind as well, which is very is not what we want when we've got a fire knife dancing competition. So it's you can see how these trees are blowing out here. It is a little bit windy, but we're hoping that it'll drop away by the time our competitors come out for tonight. But we do acknowledge all 5 of the women who competed last night. We had Hadassah Tangoai from Manurewa. We had Sophia Uele from Wellington. We had the winner, Alia Ava from Laie, Hawaii. We had Sierra Kavailele from Florida. And Mia Angelou from North Carolina. Off the top of my head. Yes. There we go.
I was looking for the script because someone took my script from backstage, but it's all good. Mega memory. We're blessed to be here live, to be able to see and witness tonight's competitors. But we are thankful for Pacifica TV, who will be streaming this online as well. So we've got viewers from all over the world who'll be tuning in.
We are going live around the world. So if you happen to get up and walk in front of the cameras, not in this space here where the cones are, but if you just happen to get up, you could throw a little shaka, throw a little wave. My kids are watching. My son is watching in Papaioia, Palmerston North. Shout out to Tumanako. And my grandbaby is watching as well. Love you. And my daughter's watching in Wellington. My son's watching in Oceanside, California. We know that Hawaii will be watching online as well. So we're beaming this live to the millions and trillions of people at home. Good to have you with us. I have to also tell you that there's a festival program. So if you want to follow along with what's happening, if you don't trust me and Tom to tell you the truth about what's going to happen tonight, there is a festival program. They're at the front desk. You hopefully grabbed one when you came through. And it talks about all of the things that we're going to be doing and lists all of our competitors. So please grab a program. We also want to tell you that the Poly X night markets are here tonight. So you can see there's a couple of stalls here. We also have many more stalls inside. So don't think that you can't come into this space, because you actually can. Come on through, check out our arts and crafts. Yep, they're doing a little shout out. They're waiting for you to come through. They've got arts and crafts. So I brought this eikatu. I brought these earrings, all kinds of stuff. I'm just going crazy. These guys here, though, are new. So yep, there we go. The ice block guys. I saw Koko Samoa ice blocks on their list. So definitely come. Yeah. Definitely. They weren't here last night. I didn't see them. So go check that out. Lots of food. Please eat for me. I've already eaten 2 times, but I only have 1 stomach, so I can't eat again. And we have festival merchandise as well. You would have seen it when you came in the door. These beautiful T-shirts, well, not this one, because you have to work to be part of this, to be able to wear this one. But we have black ones that you can wear. You didn't pay anything to come in here tonight, but if you do want to support the kaupapa, support the cause, please buy some merchandise. We would love it so much, and it would be awesome to see this kind of stuff out in the community.
Thank you, Louisa. So, just for I know our live viewers are watching online, but the next part is for everyone that is present here tonight. Some housekeeping rules. The biggest one for us, because our competitors are spinning with fire, we request that, yes, you can take videos and photos, but please turn your flash off. Turn the flash off your camera. Some of our competitors, I think the youngest is 7 or 8. Spinning with fire, and the last thing we want them to do is throw their knife up in the air, flash blinds them, and the knife hits them. So let's try and keep our competitors safe tonight. Turn off your flash. Our venue, Mangere Arts Centre, is a vaping and smoke-free zone. If you do want to vape or smoke, the door that you walked in, please use that same door to walk out. And there's benches on the side there as well. And please be a tidy Kiwi and put all your cigarette butts in the rubbish bin after you put it out first, please, so no fires. We'll leave the fire in here. The bathrooms. So the bathrooms are just located to your right in the corner. So walking through the doors there, turning down the corridor, and then the bathrooms are there. And if we have an emergency tonight, in case of, I don't know, a fire might break out,
could happen.
Look out for me in the red T-shirt, and follow me in a fashionly order out the doors, and we will meet out in the car park just to make sure everyone's safe. But make sure I go first, please. Yeah,
definitely. We are following behind you. Okay, so it was pointed out to me yesterday that we really didn't introduce ourselves properly. So let's do that now, real quickly, in the proper, of course, Pacific way. So for me, I te tātoku papa, no Hamoa, no Fiti hoki, from the villages of Tuwhi Opa in Apia and Tufulele, and also Awhenga. I te tātoku mama, no te taitokero, any Māori in the house? Just, yeah, cool. Ko te rangi haukaha te maunga, ko tangonge te roto, ko mamari te waka, ko te rarawa te iwi, ko te rarawa te marae, ko tipene te whānau, ko Luisa, tōku ingoa, ti hei mauri ora.
Mālo, kia ora. Yeah, tālofa lava, mālo lava soifua, yeah, o lau ingo, Tom na toi alofa. Sau mai Paukasi whale a Lili, ma leo waa. Eh? Best villages in the only village, I think, in Samoa. No? Okay. Yeah, okay, ngofo i ngei o Tara. Ma lau wha ngau, ko o wha. Yeah. Yeah, just the four. Just the four. But no, I'm very blessed. So my name is Tom Natoialofa. My family call me Masi, or ko Masi. So I was very traumatized at a young age with tō Masi because someone broke it down for me, you know, tō being pregnant and Masi being cracker. So I was always known as the pregnant cracker in my family for a long time. But I'm very blessed to be here alongside you, Luisa, to co-MC again here at the Siva Afi Festival.
It is good to be beside you. All right, moving along. We would love to introduce our judges. Are they around anywhere? They do have the hardest job this evening.
Yes. Just before we do introduce our judges for tonight, it is a hard job, as Luisa said. So if you do disagree with anything that the judges say or the decision that they've made, please come and see Amo. He's the festival director, and he will answer any queries that you do have.
No, be nice.
Be
They
nice.
have the hardest job tonight.
It's a tough job because they're judging children.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, our first judge is a 3-time world fire knife champion from Hawaii.
Yeah.
This judge is a true ambassador of the arts and is the founder of Fire Dance School Vaimatina. He works at the Polynesian Cultural Center in Laie, Oahu. And thank you to the US Embassy in New Zealand for supporting him and his team to come to this year's festival. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for David Ngaleai.
Thank you, David. Good to have you here, bringing the aloha spirit all the way from Laie. Our second judge tonight is Charlene Tidro. She is the director of Uratabu Pacific Dance. She's a renowned choreographer and expert in her heritage art form, Siva Samoa. Charlene was this year's curator of the Siva Afi exhibition, which if you haven't caught it yet, you have to make sure that you see it. It's showing on screens throughout the center right now. And you can also go on the sivaafiaotearoa.com, our website, to see the full film. Please put your hands together for the beautiful Charlene Tidro. She looks familiar.
She does.
I think you know that lady. I think you're married to that lady.
I'm very blessed to have Charlene as my wife and the mother of our children. And yeah, we've been doing this together for a long time. So I'm very blessed, very blessed. Our next judge. So we did have another judge who's unfortunately fallen ill and was unable to make it tonight. So we always have a backup. And this judge is one of the original members of Tahimana Fire Warriors and has been entertaining crowds for a number of years now. He first learned Siva Afi while living in Samoa as a school teacher. And back here in New Zealand, he came across our Siva Afi Festival director, Amo, and they started growing the network of existing fire knife performers in Auckland. He founded a Siva Afi group in Gisborne, where he moved there a few years ago to teach at a local high school, now living up north with his lovely wife and beautiful 2-year-old daughter, who has her own practice knife and can be seen spinning it around behind her dad in the backyard. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be fooled by Tim Noyce. He's also my coach as well. Shauruso.
Just to let you know, anybody can do fire knife dancing. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. Tim actually coached the winner of the 2021 champion. So yeah, he's an amazing teacher and his students are doing amazing things. All right, next up, is everybody still with me? How are you guys feeling? Yeah. Once you hear these drums, right, you cannot help but feel something inside. And if you don't feel something inside, you should check your pulse because there could be something medically wrong with you. All right, are we ready to see some dancing? Yeah, me too. All right, coming up next, we have Le Taupo Ma'anaya Dance Academy. It was founded 21 years ago in Pangopango. From there, it has grown globally by the director and founder of the academy, Le Awhionga, Ya Tui Fa'asisina, Sayuli Corina Lee. The Auckland Academy was established 4 years ago. We welcome them to perform 3 numbers for us tonight. Please put your hands together.
Le Taupo Ma'anaya.
What you wanna Wahine le lai Value le la Lona tau afi afi Wachua na iatu Wahine le lai
Siva Afi Masisio Nima Bese Fia Fia Iona Viinga Le Fa'aola Tanga Waia Amai Fa'afita Yesu Ila Ualofa O Te Pese Mafa'ane Ene E Tau Tau Pealo Sili Sili Ese Le Mana Mea Oi Tuma Upea Oi Lau Pele
Poto mai tato si ilefa afetai muamule vinga ya Yesu lo tato metai awa oia ua mafuai le mafutanga le nei ua fai tato fia fia ya Yesu fa atasi mai Ia patili mama ese e mai lau Siva E matungo fiela to fa'aolaina
masisi o ma pese fia fia ia na viinga le whaaola tanga ua ia amai whaafeta Yesu I lau alofa o te pese mawha ane e tau tau pea lo sili sili ese le mana mea oi tumau pea oi lau pele Siva la ia masisi o lima pese fia fia ia na vinga le whaaola tanga ua ia amai whaafeta Yesu I lau alofa o te pese mawha ane e tau tau pea lo sili sili ese le mana mea oi tumau pea oi lau pele o te pese mawha ane e tau tau pea lo sili sili ese le mana mea oi tumau pea oi lau pele
All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Letau Baumanaya. Thank you, ladies. Malo lava.
What a beautiful way to activate our stage. Coming up next, I'd like to invite a couple of very important people, VIPs, up to the stage to share a few words. First up, I'd like to welcome Limonga Sosene. Big round of applause, please. We don't muck around here. You get an escort. And a microphone.
Whawhitei Louisa and Brother Tom. Yeah, whawhitei lava mo lea wanoa, te alofa lava and warm Pacific greetings. Look, we ngō le maunga Lydia Sosene. I'm the Labour List MP for Mangere. Yeah! So for those of you who don't know, Aupito William Seal, who is the current Mangere MP, is actually retiring this year in 2023, and I'll be the Mangere candidate. But enough about politics. Amo, where are you? Someone, oh, sorry, here he is. So I've been given a few instructions. Move up, guys. And this is the last evening of the festival, the Siva Afi. And it's a really important festival in our diary. Why is that? Because those behind me, Tawa Nu'u Nick Bakalich, Chair of the Mangere Otahu Local Board, Christine O'Brien, also in the Mangere Otahu Local Board. That used to be my old job. So we have fought hard as a team that the Mangere Arts Centre would become the capital of Pacifica Arts. And it's our great pleasure that Amo and his team, the Labour government 3 years ago, announced $12 million to help our communities after COVID to get Pacifica festivals back on track. And Amo received a grant with the team of $200K so that we can host. And Amo's desire and his team is that Mangere Arts Centre is the capital of the Siva Afi Festival. Please give him a big hand. The last thing I wanted to do, and I just wanted to acknowledge our Minister, Honourable Carmel Sepuloni. She couldn't be here tonight. She is now the Deputy Prime Minister, first Pacifica woman that we have got in that role. So please give it up for her. And thank you, guys. And I just wanted to acknowledge the US Ambassador and Embassy Office. And I understand that Consul General Sarah Nelson and then the Ambassador Tom Udell are strongly supporting the Siva Afi Festival. So enough from me. Thank you, Amo and the team. I'm going to hand the mic over to Amo.
Yeah. Whawhitei lava I loa whionga le maunga. First of all, I'd just like to thank everyone, the parents really, for making this happen. It's your support throughout the years, for the 3 years, even during COVID, running online workshops, getting the guys from overseas, David and his team, to send through videos to encourage the guys to practice at home under COVID, all sorts of things, everything we tried to do. And thankful for the creative community, Creative New Zealand, for the faraway funding to help us develop our festival. We had a dream and we needed some funding. We got the funding and this is the results of the dream. So big ups for Creative New Zealand for your support. Okay, I'm going to try and be very quick because they are very, important people. Ka ua lava ngā whawhikai i ngākanga whesoswangi ro kākou festival. Everyone that has contributed in any way they can. So Auckland Arts Festival, thank you again for continuing to support us for the third year in a row. I'd like to thank our amazing team, Pacifica TV. They've reached all the way to America. We've heard how amazing it is, the quality of the live stream that's gone through, especially Mangere Otahu Local Board, the backbone of Siva Afi Festival. Don't forget, when you hashtag Siva Afi Festival, Mangere, home of Siva Afi, hashtag Mangere Otahu Local Board. All those three things got to go together, okay? Because we got to keep this going for 2024 and forever. Active Zone, all the way from West Auckland. Yeah, we got to thank those guys as well. Thank you for your amazing support and their amazing competitors that are here. Also, Polyx Night Market. This is a 3-year collaboration with them. We go in and support their night markets, and now they're here to bring our local food and craft, local artists to support them and also support our festival. So, making it happen. Make sure you go through that. Where I'm pointing, you see that, everyone? Turn your heads right over there. Yeah, food stalls in there. They're waiting for you. Also, we'd like to thank David and the crew, Masters of the Flame. Woohoo! Hey, malo. Thank you, Masters of the Flame, for sponsoring our trophies for last night's competition and also for today's competition. And also would like to acknowledge the support of Polynesian Cultural Centre all the way in Hawaii for supporting our gifts that each competitor. So, yeah, thanks guys. Hey, that each competitor that's coming up, it's going to receive. So parents, you go buy whatever you want for your other child, but your other child that's coming up here is going to get a present from these guys. Okay, so save your money where you can, but obviously spend it also where you can. Yeah, whawhitai lava. So thank you again, World Fire Knife Championship, all the way in PCC, Polynesian Cultural Centre, for your contribution. Maybe in 10 years, we'll be like you guys, okay? Thank you. Also, thank you, the Taimana crew that are here supporting, Wahine Tō Siva Afi drumline. Oh my gosh, there's so much less. Also, I would like to acknowledge the team that makes it happen. Renee, Tanner of Lightbox, co-producers, Maile Giffen, co-producers, Natalie Toivai, also our director of the Afiloa production or film that was showing, that launched on Wednesday. So it's now on the TV, so you can find it on YouTube as well. Okay, somebody turn my mic off soon, otherwise I'll keep going. Okay, Mangere Arts Centre, where are you, Troy? Oh, thank you so much. For giving us your ink and everything. We could not, there was no other venue in Auckland that I could find where we could do this. So Mangere Arts Centre, if you can just extend that wall out over there, would be great. You can fit 1 million people in here. Okay, Mangere Town Centre. Dave and his team for allowing us to run our free workshops out there in the courtyard, and then when it rains, sometimes in the town centre there. So it is a family event when the festival's not happening, and when the festival is happening, it's also a family event. So thank you everyone that has Mangere next to their name. Jehu! Okay, that's it for me. So sorry about that. You think I'm the MC? Yeah, whawhitai lava ia manguia.
Thank you, everyone.
Mahalo, thank you. Up next, oh my gosh, we've got a real treat coming. We're so excited.
We are
It's
so
getting dark
excited.
now, so we can start turning some flames on.
Yes, are you ready for the fire? Are you ready for the fire? All right, so just before the fire, there's some safety things I have to go through. Okay.
Pay attention, this is really important.
So our next performer is very explosive with the fire. we have these cones in front there. Please do not come forward. If you do have young children, and we understand young children like to come close to the fire, please don't hesitate to run up and grab them and bring them back behind the cone, yeah? Don't wait for anything to happen because something might happen.
Safety first, always.
Safety first. Down the corridor here on the side here, where our young man's sitting, we'll try and keep that side clear because as the performers finish, they like to throw their knives that way to be put out. Yeah, so if our children or our family members are sitting there, please, we don't want you to dodge the fire. We just rather you have you away and safe. Now, if there happens to be a drop, if the competitor drops their knives and it falls just in front of you, please leave the knife alone. It's the performer's job to go and get it, yeah? So we'll keep you guys safe that way. So, without further ado, our entertainer for tonight is a 3-time Te Wila Festival champion in Samoa. He is a sought-after Siva Afi performer in and out of Auckland. And we're so blessed to have him showcase in this year's Siva Afi Festival 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Popea Lautala! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Pope Lautala. Chee-hee-hee. And a massive round of applause for the Laie Drummers Corps. All right. As we mentioned earlier this evening, tonight is all about our junior competitors first. So, we did the draw earlier where our competitors came on stage and drew out the number in which they will be competing in tonight. So, in that order, I'm going to now introduce our competitors, and they're going to come on stage, and we're going to lose our minds for them. Yes? Yes? All right. Competing in at number 1 and following on. Welcome to the stage, Jafaya Ngangamoy. Emily Lovett. Kyan Armstrong. Lossie Kemmons, come on stage, kids. When you hear your name, come on stage so the people can see you. Come on stage, everyone. Come on stage when you hear your name. So we'll start again. Jafaya Ngangamoy. Emily Lovett.
Jafia.
Is it Kyan Armstrong? Lossie Kemmons. Matthias Robertson. Jersey Yuriko Nanai. Denzao Toloa. Oscar Tausani Uelu. Viliamu Alapati. Jeremiah Ngangamoy. Zechariah Wirihana Siliva. Alosio Alapati. Naomi Sofele. Lennon Meredith Numia. Inoke Taufuo. Bailey Armstrong Frost. Sefa Kingi. Zion Savea. And Moa Lua. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our junior competitors tonight. And like I mentioned, our fact checkers did some checking today. And if I could ask Alosio Alapati to step forward, please. And Alosio, can you confirm for us, how old are you?
7.
Sorry, can you say it a little bit louder?
7.
You're 7. And how long have you been spinning fire?
For a long time.
That's a good answer for
Since
a
he
long
was
time.
born, since he was born, he came out of the womb spinning fire.
So, our youngest competitor tonight, give it up for Alosio Alapati at 7 years old. All right, juniors, this is your opportunity to give a nice little bow for your families, to say thank you for supporting and bringing you to all the workshops. So everyone, hands up and bow. Give them a massive round of applause. Competitors, I'm going to ask you now, go stand by, get ready for your competition. And Jafaya Ngangamoy, you're up first.
Ooh, some of those are so cute. The little one especially. I want to take him home with me. I want to fit him into my purse. I'm pretty sure he can fit. All right, coming up next, we have a very special treat for you all. How was that? You loved that fire dance, didn't you? All the way from Samoa. You know how those crazy guys do. Our next fire knife dancer is Justice Edmonds. He's based in Sydney, Australia. We know they're watching on the live stream. G'day, Sydney. How you doing? He is the Siva Afi coach for Wellington. So during the lockdowns, he was able to teach them online, and he has been able to also visit them. He's competed overseas in Hawaii and also in Florida. He's one of 4 Siva Afi coaches under the Siva Afi Festival program who has been supporting Wellington, of course, virtually and in person. So please give it up for our Kaba, our mates, all the way from down under. This is Justice Edmonds.
Mahalo lava Justice. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Justice Edmonds. And like I said before, the safety part when they dropped their knives, but Justice dropped something else.
Lucky he's not. Hey, lucky the coach is not being judged. I feel like he lost some points there for his wardrobe malfunction.
But I just want to look at Wellington over there.
But these ladies over here, they kind of lost it there for a second. Hey, I hope you guys are covering your eyes, eh?
All right, it is now competition time. Are you ready? So just for those who weren't aware last night, I was trying to find like a line or something that you say, like, you know, in boxing, let's get ready to run. But, you know, I can't finish the line because we might get in trouble. But, you know, and Wellington came up with the best one, and I've been trying to work on it. I've been working on it, and I'm still working on it. But I'll introduce it soon. But if I can just point everyone's attention just in front of me here, if you all look behind you, that's where our beautiful judges are sitting. And they would love to see the performance that they're going to be judging. So if I can ask everyone here to stay seated until after the performance, then you can stand up and stretch your legs and things like that. Okay.
And also just keep that area clear after the performances, because we will have runners getting the paperwork from the judges and taking it to the back so that the scores can be counted. So yeah, we just need to be able to make sure that the judges have a clear line of view, please. They need to be able to see the full stage. I know you thought you had the best seat in the house, but unfortunately, the judges need to have the best seat in the house. Thank you so much. You guys comfortable in the front? Everybody feeling good? You ready to feel the heat of the flames? Yeah, these kids have been here for a very long time. So thank you so much for your patience and for joining us here this evening. All right, we're doing a little shuffle around, but our competitors are ready to go, Tom.
Yes. Yes, so the way tonight is going to work, we're going to run 10 competitors in a row. So we're going to ask our judges to do their scores as quickly but fairly as possible. Only because they are our children and the wind is picking up and it is getting cold, so we want to keep them safe as well. Now, part of the other safety element as well is the wind. The wind is the biggest safety factor for our children. And now that they're spinning with fire, you're going to witness how they navigate the wind while spinning this fire. A little bit of the criteria for the judges to be looking for is excitement, height in which they throw these knives up, the execution on how they deliver the difficulty of their moves that they're doing, and I think the biggest one is the speed in which they spin the fire, as you could see from our guest performers, Bope and Justice. So, like I said, they're only from 7 to 13 years old, so I'm going to get this line right. Ladies and gentlemen,
No pressure, Tom. No pressure.
No
Come
pressure.
on now. You've had 24 hours to work it out.
I did. Let's get ready to move. Let's get in there. It's working. So,
Our first competitor is Jafia Ngangamoy, 10 years old from Winley School. Jafia belongs to Tautua Dads, has 6 months experience with Siva Afi, comes from the villages of Fasitoa Uta,
Sakalo
Satai,
Falea Lili,
Lalovaya,
Lalovaya, Luotanuu, and Fangasavai. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jafia Ngangamoy. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jafia. One more time for Jafia, 10 years old. And I honestly don't know about you, but the judges already, after the first competitor, have such a tough task, because all I could see was them like this. And looking at everyone as well, we were all like, wow! Only 10 and spinning at that speed already, I'm in awe. Microphone.
Check, check. Oh, yes. Yes, we're so in awe of our very first. It's so hard to be first, and she did such a great job. Now, Tom, we did see a couple of drops there. Do you want to explain a little bit about how that works in terms of what the judges are looking for?
So there are point deductions for drops, yeah? But just as important as dropping the knife is how quick our performer or our competitor picks it up and carries on, yeah? And do you agree? Jafia did an amazing job, yeah? Just made it all part of the act as well, all part of the entertainment. But what also helps our competitors, and you guys did it perfectly, is when they do drop it, you guys encourage them to pick it up, yeah? And when I've been watching this for so many years, every time someone drops, I just give it a massive chee! Yeah, so we can all practice that. Chee! Oh, come on. I just dropped the knife. Yeah, I'm going to give you a prize. You come after
We
after
wish
the
we had
next
some
one.
prizes
We
to
got
give.
prizes to give away. So
We'll give you
let's
our
go
love.
again. So they've done a spinning, drop the knife and. Beautiful, beautiful. So we'll keep that energy. We've got 25 competitors. So I want to hear all the chee and come the end of the night here. Hey, so let's go.
So not just when they drop, but also when they light
the
light it
fire.
on fire. So there's different ways that they transfer the fire from one end of the stick to the other, and also when they get two, how they do that. So that all goes into the creativity and the style that the judges are looking
Yes,
for.
and Jafia did an amazing job. She found it a little bit difficult to light it. We also have our standby crew who will come on and manually light the fire for them if our competitor can't.
It is a
Okay.
bit windy up here, so
It
yeah,
is.
we do understand. All right, the judges are still going, but I'm going to introduce our next competitor, or actually, Tom, you should, because you and our next competitor have a bit of a rivalry going
Yes,
on,
yes,
right?
we do. So this next competitor,
Tom challenges her every time he sees her.
every time.
To a spin-off.
Yeah, I don't care if she's 11. We will battle. So our next competitor is 11 years old, and she was the 2021 Siva Afi Festival Junior Champion, and in 2022 placed in the top 3. She proudly represents the villages of Salailua, Savai, Iva, and Vainganga. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, look at her. She's already battling me. She hasn't even come on stage yet.
She's mad dogging you, I think.
Give it up.
She's ready to go, but wait, are other judges ready? Are we?
Judges
Yes,
are ready
we're
to
ready.
go?
Excellent.
Let's give it up for our firebug, Emily Elizabeth Lovett!
champion 2 years ago, finished in the top 3 last year, so we will see where she goes tonight, but she has done amazing.
Malo Emily, and
Malo
just to
Emily.
acknowledge her coach, she does train under Bopea Lautala, so well done team.
All right, moving along to number 3. I would love to introduce you to Kyan Armstrong. He's from Kelston Intermediate.
Let's go, West Side.
Let's go. He is 13 years old. He's a prefect. We love that. Congratulations, Kyan, and your parents. He has a passion and a love for his culture. He is of African, Samoan, and Maori heritage.
Amen.
Yeah, and he has been with Siva Afi Festival since August 2022. Let us know when the judges are ready, but Kyan is ready to entertain you and put it all on the line for us.
How's everyone feeling?
Who's here to see Kyan? Yeah, we love
West Side
it.
in the
Oh,
house.
man.
Westers showing up. And just also while we're here, just want to plug our Master of the Flame t-shirts that are being sold out the front there. And all of the proceeds there go out to support our family from Hawaii, David Ngaliai and the crew as well. So they're selling for $30. Go and grab the shirts, high quality, fire resistant. David. Yes,
All right, somebody
I'm
give
gonna
me a
get one.
thumbs up if we're ready. Thank you. All right, everybody put your hands together for Kyan Armstrong! Well done, Kyan. Wow, he's only been dancing since August.
Hey, Kyan, can I ask you to come back to the stage this way? Come back.
Come back on this side, please, Kyan. There you are.
There you are. Kyan, how was that for you?
Scary, it was fun.
Scary and fun. What was the scary part?
I burned myself a bit, but it's okay.
See that? And how old are you?
I'm actually 12, but
He's 12. He's 12. He actually burnt himself, and that was the scary part. And he's still standing up here smiling. Man, you're amazing tonight. Yeah? So as you can see with some of our competitors, they choose to do either the single knife or they do both, the single and the double. Don't worry about it. If they only do the single, it only means they're working up to doing the doubles, right?
yeah.
You looking forward to that next time?
Yeah.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Kyan.
It takes a lot of courage to get up here and to perform, and we thank you so much for your willingness to be here tonight. He's only been learning since August, so if anybody out there feels inspired and you want to take lessons, please pay attention to our Siva Afi Facebook pages. Yep. We put out periodically when we're going to start up new courses. At the moment, the classes are free. Hopefully, they will remain free. It's all about budget and it's all about funding, isn't it?
Funding.
But we want to send a shout out to the parents who bring these kids to practices, to workshops, who put up with them practicing all hours of the day and night. You know your kids also do, Siva Afi.
Yes, they do.
So yeah, we understand, parents, what you've gone through, and how amazing is it to see your kids here performing tonight? We're so excited for them.
Yes, that's right. And I think the biggest thing is that us parents, we drop our kids off and then we end up picking up the stick as well. And then we try and beat our kids. Sad, guys. You're supposed to be supporting them. No, it's all about the culture, guys. And our judges are ready for the next competitor.
All right, our next competitor is Lossie Kimmins, 9 years old from Blockhouse Bay Primary School. Please, everybody, give it up for Lossie Kimmins.
Lossie Kimmins! Gentlemen, give it up for Lossie Kimmins!
Well done, Lossie. Thank you so much for your performance.
Isn't it scary the way when you're looking at the fire and it's bigger than the competitor? I'm like, hey.
The bar is a standard size. It's the kids that are not the standard size. All right, up next we have Matthias Robertson from Henderson North School, 10 years old. Matthias is of Samoan and Tongan descent, was born in California. Cali love, Cali love. He hails from the villages of Vaimoso, Samoa, and Kolomatua in Tonga.
Nice.
Yeah. So this is what I'm saying. We love to see all the different nationalities and the different ethnicities that are represented on the stage. Doesn't matter how old you are, doesn't matter what color you are, what country you come from, what your ethnicities are. The Siva Afi is quite appealing to people of all different ages. So, yep, we hope to see some of you who get inspired tonight. We hope to see you sign up at some of the workshops. Now, they have workshops in South Auckland, Mangere.
Otara. We have Fo out west. Wellington,
Avondale,
we got
North Shore.
North Shore, soon Whangarei.
So no matter where Whangarei hopefully soon, Tim. No matter where you come from in this city, you could probably get to a class and to learn. And like all ages, eh, Tom?
That's
all
right,
ages,
that's right.
even
And
your
now-
age.
Even my age. I'm still spinning now. With the stick, no fire. Our judges are ready now. Matthias, are you ready?
Oh yeah, Matthias
He's
is
ready. Ladies
All
and
right.
gentlemen.
Put your hands together, everybody, for Matthias Robertson! Malie tamasi tonga, famalosi. Tamasamoa. Wow, I was a bit scared for him. Oh my gosh, the flames and the so big and oh my gosh. Okay. That was competitor number 5. We have 19 all together tonight in this category. So after number 10, we're going to take a break. So we are up to number 6 now. For those of you who are good with numbers, Tom and I are not necessarily. But man, it's getting quite windy up here. I don't know if you could tell from those flames, but they were definitely blowing. All right, our next competitor is Jersey Yeriko Nanai. From Avondale Intermediate. Who's here from Avondale? Yeah, let's hear you. Jersey is 11 years old and is also of Samoan and Tongan descent. Has been learning Siva Afi from the faux workshops as well, just like some of the others that we've seen tonight. Just waiting on our judges to finish tallying up their scores for our previous competitor. Let us know when you are ready.
Just want to plug our drumline tonight for the junior competitors. The Wahine Toa Siva Afi drumline. The Wahine Toa drumline, right? Is that right, ladies? Yes, with special guests.
That's right. Yeah, you get them. Well, you know how we do.
And most of them are parents of children who spin as well. So if you don't want to spin, but you want to support by drumming, keep an eye out for the drumline workshops as well, being held all over Auckland, so you can support your kids that way. Yeah? So if you're too scared to pick up
the parents either pick up the knife or they pick up the drumsticks.
Or you pick up your kids after the workshop's finished.
That's me. I'm 4th generation Siva knife in my family, and I cannot. No, I'm too scared of the flames. All right, we are good to go. All right, Jersey, are you ready? Jersey's ready? Please give it up for Jersey Yeriko Nanai!
gentlemen, give it up for Jersey!
Woo! That was a very creative pickup behind the screen there. I love that. All right, Jersey, come on over here and get interviewed.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was number 6. We're up to number 7 now for those of you who are keeping score here and at home. Our next competitor is also from Blockhouse Bay Intermediate School. His name, yeah, there we go. Blockhouse is in the house. His name is Denzel Toloa, and he's very handsome, just like Denzel, his namesake. He's 12 years old. Denzel is from the villages of Asanga and Fasito-Otai in Samoa, and also is of Niuean, Tongan, and Scottish descent.
Hey!
Hey!
He was surprised.
He has been spinning for less than 1 year. Less than 1 year. Anyone who gets up here after less than 1 year is a champion, in my opinion. And it says that he has grown so much in his confidence as he continues to learn Siva Afi, and that's what it's all about.
That's exactly
Learning,
what
it's about sharing this beautiful art of fire knife dancing. It's these kids that are going to take this beautiful art form from our ancestors into the future. So it's so awesome for them to have this space where they can perform for all of you. It is a competition, but honestly, just getting onto the stage is massive.
Yes, I just want to acknowledge Jersey, who just finished. You know, when he dropped this double A and it went behind the stage under the flag, the man just goes over, casually picks it up, ducks back under, comes up and carries on with the routine.
Didn't miss a beat.
Didn't miss a beat, and that's the confidence that Siva Afi brings to these children. Yep, so when they yield the fire, and I know Denzel, who's coming up next, is going to do exactly the same. So, judges, how are we doing at the back there? Oh, they're good. Yeah. They're good. They just look like they're deliberating.
They're having massive,
they're talking about what they're going to eat after the break.
Deep and meaningful conversations about the meaning of life. All right, please, everybody, put your hands together for Denzel Toloa.
Let's go, Denzel! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Denzel.
Didn't I tell you he was handsome like Denzel Washington?
Hey, hey.
Love that. Oh,
That's
so
awesome. Can
good
you
to
sing
see
another
that
song
support
too?
for Denzel.
Yeah.
All right, that was competitor number 7. So we're up to number 8 next. He is from Chaucer School here in Auckland. He's only 10 years old. Chaucer. People love Chaucer, yeah. His name is Oscar Tausani Yoelu. He's of Samoan and Pakeha descent and hails from Samatau, Saipipi, and Fusi Safotulawhai.
Malo.
Malo.
So yeah, we're like we mentioned earlier, we are going to showcase the first 10 competitors. So we're up to number 8. Not long to go before we can get up, stretch our legs.
Take a break, buy
Take a
some
break.
food, buy some food,
Buy
buy
me
some
some
food.
food.
Buy
Buy me
us some food,
some
yeah. I've
food.
already eaten 2 times, come on now. Okay, definitely think about what you're gonna buy when we have a break in a couple of competitors' time. Are we ready, judges?
We
No.
are ready.
Okay,
Yes.
yes. All right, so please put your hands together, everybody, for Oscar Tausani Yoelu.
Give it up for Oscar.
Way to go, Oscar. You know, you guys have been such a good crowd. I feel like they're like the best crowd we've had all night.
All night.
All night.
Tonight.
They're definitely taking your advice to heart. I can hear them cheering. The more energy that you give, the more energy our competitors receive, and the more they can give back to you. So thank you so much for being such a great crowd. All right, number 9 is coming up next. It's Viliamu Alapati. He's all the way from Scott Point Primary School, 10 years old. Viliamu trains at Siva Afi Festival and hails from the villages of Safotu and Palefa. He has only been learning Siva Afi since August of last year, 2022. Let us know, judges, when you're ready. This is number 9. After number 10, we're going to take a little break. You can have a little stretch, have a little dance, walk around, buy some merch, buy some food, have a drink, have a cocoa ice cream.
Judges, how are we doing? We good?
I know, they're just sick of us rushing them. They're like, just leave us alone.
Let us do our job.
But how's everyone feeling? You good? You good? It's a bit chilly out there. I know it's a bit chilly out there, but I can see everybody dressed appropriately, so thank you so much for that.
Are we good, judges? We ready to move on? Yes.
Yes. All right, so like I said, Viliamu Alapati is up next, all the way from Siva Afi Festival. Put your hands together!
Viliamu Alapati! Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Viliamu Alapati.
Oh, I love that move. I love that move where where he threw it up and then he caught it behind the back. That was very good. Yeah, amazing.
All right, we're up to our last competitor for this part of the junior competition for the first half. While we're giving the judges time to get their scores, we'll introduce our competitor number 10, Mr. Jeremiah Nganga Moy. Woo! Hailing from Windley School at 11 years of age. Jeremiah belongs to Tautua Dance and has been training in Siva Afi for just 6 months. He hails from the villages of Fasito'uta, Sakalo Falealili, Lalovea, Luatua Nu, and Whanga Savai. Judges, how are we doing? So, straight after our final competitor here, we'll introduce a little break for our competitors and our judges. And we'll get a performance up here as well. And a good chance for you guys to go get some food, some refreshments. Because I know from all the chee-hoo-hoo-hoos, yeah, we might be a little dehydrated.
I can definitely recommend the otai if you haven't had any. Last night they sold out of the mango, so tonight you want to get in quickly. Beautiful otai from Otara. They sell at the Otara markets, and they're here tonight. All right, let's get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jeremiah Ngangamoy! and gentlemen, give it up for Jeremiah!
Wow, Jeremiah! Those Nganga Moy boys are very talented. So number 1 was Jafia, and that was Jeremiah. I'm assuming they're brothers. Is that right? Yeah, definitely. Awesome. All right. Well, that was number 10. So we're going to take a little bit break from the competition now to give our competitors a little break, our judges a little stretch. Time for you to have a little stretch, but don't go too far because we're not finished yet.
Yep, we're going to take a short break from the competition and introduce our next performance, our Wahine tour, Siva Afi. Now, this group was established in 2021 and is an all-female performing group comprising of all-female drummers under the banner of Drumline and Siva Afi dancers. And this year, we welcome dancers Melanie Tia, Emily Elizabeth Lovett, and Hadassah Tangoai to the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Wahine tour, Siva Afi! All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Wahine Toa, Siva Afi.
Recognize quite a few of them. Melanie was a judge last night. Hadassah competed, and Emily also competed earlier this evening. Very multi-talented there.
And just another plug for Melanie, who was doing the doubles at the end there. She's also the Samoa champion from 2022 as well. So my lava ladies, and thank you, Drumline. All right, straight back into competition time. Are we ready for the second half of our junior competition? Oh,
Come
are we ready,
on, wake
ladies
up,
and
wake
gentlemen?
up. All right, our next competitor is Zechariah Wirihana Siliva from Avondale Primary. Only 9 years old, Zechariah is of Māori and Tongan descent. He chose Siva Afi to represent his older siblings' Samoan culture. Let's go. Please put your hands together for Zechariah. Kia kaha. Way to go, Zechariah! Big round of applause for Zechariah, please. Oh, and I love his ear. I want a dress made out of that material. Yeah. So cute. Thank you so much. All right, that was number 11. Moving on to number 12.
Introducing Alosio Alapati from Scott Point Primary School, our youngest competitor tonight. Give him a big round of applause as he gets ready to come to the stage. Alosio comes from the villages of Sa'afotu and Falefa and trains at the Siva Afi Festival in New Lynn. And he has also been doing Siva Afi since August 2022. Now let's hope that the knife is not taller than Alosio. Is that Mum there? Hey Mum, how are you feeling? Yay!
She's ready. She's ready.
She's
yeah.
ready. She's going live. Make sure your flash is off, Mum, please. Yay! Judges, how are we looking there?
Deep in deliberations by the looks of it.
Oh, the suspense. They look like they're ready. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our youngest competitor tonight, Alosio Alabati!
Put your hands together for our youngest competitor.
Malo Alosio, yeah, I was right. The knife is taller than him. And the fire was bigger than him too. But well done, Alosio. What an inspiration. At 7 years old and wielding the fire like that. And you could see it was getting hot for him.
And
but
I
he
love
just
the
carried on.
interaction with the crowd. No
Oh.
fear. And with the drummers. Gosh, like he's been doing it forever. Like he said, for so long. Since he came out of the womb. All right, our number 13, lucky 13 competitor is Naomi Sofele from the Papatoetoe Seventh-day Adventist School. She's also 9 years old, of Maori, Samoan, and Niuean heritage. She's been training with Siva Afi Festival since August last year. Lots of new kids here, but it's great to see them coming out tonight and putting on a show for us. And it sounds like she's got a lot of, how many months is that?
7
can't
months.
count.
Only
7 months. Amazing. And she travels, she goes to school here in Papatoetoe, but she learns Siva Afi at Fo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Heaps of petrol for the car and heaps of petrol for the fire. It's awesome.
All
Judges,
right,
we looking
judges,
good?
how are we looking?
We're
Yep.
ready.
Here we go. Okay, everybody put your hands together for Naomi Sofele. right, we are jamming through these competitors. We're up to number 14 now. Lennon Meredith Numia. I recognize that name from last year, definitely.
Yes.
Lennon is homeschooled by amazing parents Chris and Talia, 10 years old. Lennon comes from the villages of
Tonga Fuafua, Matautu, Siufanga, Siumu, Moataa, and has been learning Siva Afi since August 2020. Judges, how are we doing? Oh, sorry, while I'm up here, you might have noticed I've had a little bit of a costume change. So all the way from Hawaii, this is the shirt that you'll be, that you can purchase from the front there.
beautiful
When I first saw
MOTF,
it,
Masters of the
MOTF.
Flame.
Masters of the Flame. And every purchase does go back to help this crew carry on the work that they're doing and promoting the arts and craft of Siva Afi as well as the drum line. And speaking about the drum line, next Wednesday here at Mangere Arts Centre, they will be doing a master class in drumming to go with the Siva Afi, followed by a few performances as well. So it looks like our judges are ready. Are we ready? Yes.
Lennon, are you ready? Yes, Lennon's ready to go. Put your hands together for Lennon Meredith Numia.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Lennon Meredith Numia.
Wow, the confidence of that kid. You forget that he's only 10 years old. I thought I was in Hawaii at a luau watching a grown man do. The level of difficulty of that routine was amazing. He's homeschooled, and that's all he does is just learns about fire knife dancing and practices all day, every day.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Well done.
All right, we're up to competitor number 15.
15, we're going through them really well. At only 8 years old, hailing from Richmond Road School. Our next competitor, Inoke Taufo'ou, hails from the villages of Salea Mua, Safune, Kotu, and Hapaitonga. Inoke has been learning Siva Afi since term 4, 2022, with Siva Afi Fo in New Lynn.
Judges, are we ready?
Almost.
Not yet, almost. You know who else went to Richmond Road School, don't you?
Yes.
Who?
Me.
Did
The
you?
Rock.
Yes.
Yes.
That,
No. Okay.
that guy. Maybe some of you have heard of him. I don't know. He's not that famous.
He's the man.
Okay, all right, yeah.
All right, our judges are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our next competitor, Inoke Taufo'ou.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Inoke, 8 years old. Just so that you don't think, especially people watching on the live stream who aren't here, we don't want people to think that we're letting 8-year-olds play with knives that we set on fire and also letting them get tattoos. That was a temporary tattoo that he had on, just so you know.
Doesn't it look good on him?
It looks so good.
When he grows up, I know he's going to get one.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And no, yeah, we do actually let our kids play with knives that we set on fire.
Only some ones. No, actually, like I said, everybody is welcome, no matter where you come from, no matter how old you are, to set knives on fire and dance with them.
You know, I was only supposed to model this T-shirt, but I don't think they're going to get it
It
back.
looks so good on you. You have to
feels
keep
good.
it now. You have to
The
keep it now.
material is actually really, really nice. And I think I could spin fire on it and not actually set myself on fire, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the Master of the Flame T-shirts, guys, you'll find them up the front there.
And just so you know, I'm wearing TAV Pacific again.
Again.
Thank you to my ladies at TAV, and thank you to my stylist, Nora Swan, for dressing me yesterday and tonight. Thank you very much, Tom, for saying how good I look.
Amazing, Louisa,
Thank
as
you.
always.
I'm
I didn't
have
have to say
to fish for compliments.
I don't have to say it because everyone already knows. Hey, guys.
Yeah. She's all right. Yeah, she's okay. All right, we're ready to go, I think. Yeah, all right.
We ready, judges? Yes.
I'm just going to introduce number 16 anyway. It's Bailey Armstrong Frost, all the way from Fruitvale Primary School, 9 years old.
9 years old.
Bailey is half Samoan, part Cook Island, and part Maori. Bailey has been learning fire knife dancing with Siva Afi Festival for the last 5 months. Please put your hands together for Bailey Armstrong Frost. For your favor. Paki Paki for our Kotiro Kaha Bailey. All right.
Almost there, ladies.
Yep.
With our ladies and gentlemen, with our junior competition.
3 more competitors left in this competition. Number 17 is Taituha Yosefa Kingi, also known as Sefa, from Blockhouse Bay Intermediate. Sefa is 11 years old and likes reading, maths, eating, a kid after my own heart, and spending time with his family. He is proud to represent his family, his ainga, and his Samoan culture. Oh, we love these kids. Let us know if you're ready, judges. Blockhouse Bay Intermediate and Siva Afi Festival have definitely been represented here
Representing
tonight.
hard tonight. It's been amazing. How are we all feeling out there? Warming up? Can I have a jumper? No? Okay.
You guys are great. Awesome.
You guys doing really well. Looks like we're ready, judges. Yes? All right, let's go.
All right, please put your hands together for Taituha Yosefa Kingi. Is anyone following the rugby here tonight while we're also out here? Because I just need to let you know that my Blues won. 25-19. Sorry about it, you Canes. Just had to put that in there. You know how we do. We're multitasking here. We're watching this competition. We've got our judges here judging, and we're also just keeping one eye on the rugby at the same time.
At the same time.
Because we could do that.
Yes.
Yeah. Tell us about our next contestant.
Our next contestant, he was the youngest competitor. Now he's only 8. So, yeah. Our next competitor, Zion Savea from Puinui School.
My old school.
Your old school?
That was my first school. One day he's going to grow up to be an MC of a Siva Afi competition.
He's going to MC and spin fire at the same time. Now Zion has been learning Siva Afi through the Otara workshops. His father's villages are Sapapali, Manasse, Faleapuna, Samalaiulu, and Samoa, and his mother from Lalomayava, Moata'a, Salaimoa, Lufi, and Lalomanu. Ladies, judges, we good? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Zion Savea!
Are we all favor?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Zion Savea.
Malo Zion. It's so good to watch these kids grow up. I remember when he could only do it without the flame, and then they added the flame, and now he's like, oh, doing such amazing things. All right, you have sat here for 18 competitors. We're up to our lucky last 19th competitor.
19th competitor for our junior.
Thank you so much for your patience as we got to this point. Thank you, though, for all of your support, for everybody that's taken the stage tonight. Our final performer is, for this category.
For the junior category, our final competitor tonight is Mo Lua. All right, we get it. He's from Discovery School, 12 years of age, and Mo comes from Siumu, Samoa, and belongs to Tautua Dance. Sale, popea, Siumu. Hey! He has 10 months experience with Siva Afi. Judges, how are we doing? They look like we're ready. Judges, we are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, for our final competitor, please put your hands together for Mo Lua! Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for more. Chee-hee-hee. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for more Lua.
Wow, I can't believe that kid's only 12 years old. Amazing performance.
Amazing.
Congratulations on amazing performances all night. Thank you so much for your wild, rousing support for all of our competitors tonight. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes the junior category of our night tonight. So while the judges tally up their scores, we are now going to introduce a special performance from the seniors or the OG crew of the Auckland Siva Afi. So,
these are the coaches.
The coaches,
these are the mentors.
the mentors for all these young competitors, and they are Tahi Mana. And they also have a guest appearance by Nemo Lautala. So please welcome to the stage our judge Tim, Mani, our festival director Amo, and our guest appearance from Nemo.
They
Ladies
need
and
a
gentlemen.
lot of support people. So yeah, put your hands together for Tahima crew.
Chee!
Tell me where the freaks at. We get that bass thumping, people jumping all over the world. We got them speakers bumping. Let me trumpet for the woman with curves. Got that freak flow, freak show. Welcome to the circus. Let the leaders lead, preachers preach. Welcome to the service. Close the curtains on them if they're acting like they never heard it. See, we do this for a purpose, just to keep that fire burning. And we don't need no water, let that mother burn. Timmy, play your trumpet, let the people go berserk. The bass and the tweeters make the speakers go to war. The mighty trumpet brings the freaks out to the floor. The bass and the tweeters make the speakers go to war. The mighty trumpet brings the freaks out to the floor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the OGs, Tahi Mana. Where they are put their knives on fire and themselves. And just a little background about our boy Tim from Whangarei, one of our judges. Since he moved from Gisborne up north, he actually hasn't picked up a knife because of his busy schedule in the last 2.5 years. So, Tim, you still got it also? Well done, man.
My favorite thing is those painted on abs. I love that. You don't need to go to the gym. Just paint your abs on. It's all good.
I'm going to do that tonight. So, they're still tallying our scores for our junior competition, but could I please ask all our 19 competitors from our junior category to please make your way on stage? And while they're coming up, ladies and gentlemen, give them a massive round of applause for tonight. So just to acknowledge is this everyone? Hey, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for our 19 competitors in our junior category. And just to acknowledge them all, we have our special caps here, like the one I'm wearing, and also special bags here that were gifted by the Polynesian Cultural Center all the way in Hawaii. So thank you, David. Thank you, Laie boys, for your gift and your contribution to our juniors. The way tonight's going to work, just like last night, we have 19 competitors. From the scores, we will call in no particular order the top 3 from the 19. And of that top 3, we will then announce the winner. So if we could please ask our lovely judge, Charlene Tedra, to come forward to present our prizes for our junior competitors. But kids, how are we all feeling tonight? Cold?
It's a bit chilly up here without some flames.
Some flames going
warming
there?
you up. Okay, everybody in the crowd, you know who you decide. Who do you think should be the champion up here? On the count of 3, call out the name of the kid that you think should win or the kid that you came to see tonight, and let's see if you're right when the judges announce their winners. Okay, you got your name ready in your head? 1, 2, 3. Who is it? Oh yeah. See, we've got some judges out there in the audience as well.
It was amazing because all I heard was, "Hey!" It was awesome. Thank you, guys. Kids.
Did you hear your names? I hope you all heard your name.
2, 4, 6. Sorry, I'm just going to do a head count that we got all 19. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. One is missing.
Who's missing?
Denzel. He had to go home and do his homework. But it's Saturday.
One of the little ones, one of the little ones fell asleep. We took too long.
No, well done, guys. So, yeah, it won't be too long, kid. Won't be too long. Thank you all for your patience. But you guys were amazing. And I know your parents and all your support here are so proud of what you guys all achieved tonight.
And your teachers, definitely.
Your teachers, your mentors. I can't wait to see you guys come back next year and go hard again. Yeah? So.
Who's going to come back next year and compete? Oh, man, I love it. Oh, not everyone. Oh, okay. Just a little pressure on y'all to raise your hands as well. Thank you so much for your time. Oh, man. Luckily, we are not the judges, and luckily, we are not the tallier of the points. Is that a word, tally? We're not doing the tally of the points because I have dyscalculia. And so I definitely can't count. So you should be very thankful that it's not me who has to be the one to decide.
So just part of, because we are live streaming this, our Pacifica TV crew will be the first ones to know so they can get it right on the live stream for the people at home. And then we will get the announcement as well following that. So, again, just acknowledge David Ngaleai and for the amazing prizes that they've given out for our top 3 competitors as well as our champions. Oh, I can't wait. 'Cause
And
I
also
know-
your T-shirt. Don't forget to plug your T-shirt.
Oh, yeah, my new T-shirt. Thank you. Thank you. Master of the Flames.
They might let you keep it if you keep on plugging it.
Oh, they can't return
And
it
don't
'cause I'm
forget,
wearing
Wednesday
it.
night, we want everybody to come back to the
the drumming
workshop.
workshop?
Do you want to talk about that? The drumming workshop, don't forget.
I'd love to talk
Here we
about
go.
it, but
Oh,
we've got the
We
announcement.
have the names.
Sorry, and it's all in vivid again, and the kids can read it, so I'm going to face this way, and so can the audience. So I'll face the drummers here. Sorry, it's too low level. All right, and our top 3 in no particular order. When I do call your name, kids, can you step forward and stand in the front here? And shout. Our top 3 in the junior category, Jeremiah Ngangamoy. Moalua. Emily Elizabeth Lovett.
And our winner for tonight is Emily Fireberg.
And as always, we'd like to celebrate this win with a tawalunga. So Emily, malo lava, this is your opportunity. Kids at the back, we will support Emily with our Siva. Tawia! Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Siva Afi Festival in the junior category winner, Emily Elizabeth Lovett. Ladies and gentlemen, please give her a massive round of applause. And also to all our children out there as well, thank you so much, kids. You're such an inspiration to this art craft of Siva Afi. So thank you all. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for our children. Thank you, children. Now, please go get warm. Stay warm now because there's no excuses. You're going to school on Monday, okay? Thank you so much, everybody.
All right. We need to move ahead. Where are our senior competitors at? Where are you guys? Come on out now. Don't forget, I know, it's been a long day. You need to keep hydrated. You need to keep fueled up. So make sure that you go and buy something to eat, have something to drink. Make sure that you stay hydrated and that you are feeling good. We still have our arts and crafts fair in there, and they're feeling very lonely. All right, our senior competitors, where are you guys? Oh, yeah, okay, here they are. Excellent, okay, and we have, in the order that they were drawn, I've got to find my paperwork now. Whew.
All right.
All right, do you have the order of the
Yes, I
senior?
do.
Yes, you do.
Sorry,
of
I
course
wasn't
you do.
leaving her
You stole
here
it from
hanging.
me, that's why.
No, it's
All
got
right,
my name
they're
on it.
ready
Look.
to go. They're ready
All
to
right,
go.
introducing in the order that they will be competing in. Coming in number 1, Hezekiah Asiata. Come on stage, come on stage.
Come on stage. Number 2, DJ Papali'i. Number 3, Kitiona Lua.
Number 4, Jaden Suni Aunese White. Number 5, Portia Meredith Numia.
And number 6, Arden Meredith Numia. All right, these will be our senior competitors for this evening. Thank you so much, guys. Go get ready. We can't wait to see you and your performance later on. Now we move along. Yep.
All right, so while our senior competitors are getting ready, we've got a special performance from our Hawaiians, Sierra Kavailele and Alan Akiona.
No, that's right. Oh. Yep, that's right.
That is right, eh?
They're replacing the Tipaola family who could no longer make tonight's performance. Somebody let us know if we are saying the right thing here.
After, okay.
So what, start with number 1 then?
All right,
Okay.
sorry, change of the program. We're going straight into competition mode. Woo!
All right. Somebody needs to let Hezekiah know that he is up. I'm going to do the intro nice and slow, and Hezekiah needs to make the way to the stage. Hezekiah, thank you. Hezekiah Asiata from St. Patrick's College in Silverstream, north of Wellington. I know where that is. 13 years old. Hezekiah is with Tautua Dance and has 7 months experience with Siva Afi. He hails from the villages of Satupaitea and Salelolonga in Savaii, the Big Island. How are our judges? Are you guys hydrated? You feeling good? We're ready for competitor number 1.
And just before
Making
they
their
come
way
out,
to the stage.
our drummers for the senior competition are the Laie boys.
Oh, yeah.
Drums from Hawaii. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Hezekiah Asiata. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Hezekiah. Amazing start to the senior competition. Oh, the judges are in for a good one tonight.
All right, tell us about our next competitor, Tom.
Our next competitor hails from St. Paul's College here in Ponsonby. 13 years of age, he is a member of the Tahimana Siva Afi group and the Amoa Tongan Performing Arts group. He is proud of both his Samoan and Tongan heritage.
As he should be.
As he should be. Ladies and gentlemen, give a massive round of applause for DJ Papali'i. So the judges are still deliberating because it is difficult. We've moved up in category and age group.
Such a hard job, such a hard job. But we've seen so many kids tonight with mixed heritage coming from different parts of the Pacific. Also adding on Africa. We had Europe in there. So we're representing all of the continents here tonight.
It's the Scottish one for me. That got me good.
Scottish, yeah, they wear skirts too, just like us. Yeah, the men.
Our judges look like they're ready. Yes, they are. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, put your hands together for competitor number 2. DJ Papali'i! Let's give it up for DJ. Let's give it up for DJ. Getting ready for his doubles.
papali'i. Let's go. Woohoo.
It's amazing
right.
because with big risk comes big reward, and you can see that they were trying to pull out some big extreme moves there. So well done, DJ.
High degree level of difficulty. All right, our third competitor tonight is from Aotea College. It's Kitiona Lua, 15 years old. Kitiona hails from Siumu village in Samoa and is a member of Tautua dance. He has been practicing Siva Afi for just 10 months. Amazing that you've come all this way to be with us tonight. Thank you so much. We're just waiting on a little signal from the judges.
Judges, we good? Judges, can we get a thumbs up when you're ready?
All right.
We are ready.
Please put your hands together for Kitiona Lua!
Let's give it up for Kitiona. It looks like he's ready for his doubles. Alujai, Kitiona, alujai! Let's give it up for Kitiana Lua. Gee! So much power there, so much power. And also, can we just give it up for our crew that always comes on stage to make sure that it's not slippery?
I love these guys. Can they please come to my house and also do this on my floor?
But I always wonder, why do we pick white towels to clean petrol?
Next year, we're going to put into the budget those big mops that just like, the big ones. Those, yeah.
They kind of took
We
my
use
job,
them at the
though.
marae, those big ones.
They kind of took my job. I usually have a thing that I do with the broom, but I don't think they want to see it anymore.
All right, so 3 of 6 have gone now. We're up to number 4.
Halfway there.
Am I right? Because I have dyscalculia.
We are up to
I'm not
number
sure
4.
about my numbers. I need some math lessons from Tim.
Yep. We are ready.
Great. Number 4 contestant, Jaden Suni Onese White from St. Paul's College. 14 years old, senior champion. Island Iwi Village, Fusi, Safata, and Satufia, Satupaitea. I have been doing Siva Afi for over 4 years now. It helps me to connect me to my Samoan culture. That's from Jaden. Put your hands together for Jaden Suni Onese White.
Give it up for Jaden. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jaden Suni Aunese White. Shout out Jaden. Wow, we're going right through the senior category, and I think that's the best thing about it. Now when they get older, they get faster, and so do we judges. So they're making it hard for them tonight.
No pressure, TikTok.
So, introducing our next competitor. Coming in at number 5, Portia Meredith Numia. Representing Massey High School at 16 years of age, she has been a dancer and performer for a number of years and started her Siva Afi journey in November 2020 with tutors Valentino Luofaleolo and Tuanu Amo Yuriko. Judges, how are we doing? Wow, they're ready. They're telling me to hurry. They're telling me to hurry up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Portia Meredith Numia. go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Portia. She gets ready for her doubles. ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Portia Meredith Numia.
Very impressive. Way to go, Portia. We've been seeing these Meredith Numia kids every year for a couple of years now, and we can see the improvement that they're coming with.
Oh, I think Portia did something and made it a little bit more difficult for the judges on this one. I think she was fusing a little bit of contemporary dance into her routine.
She was very athletic, yeah,
athletic.
very acrobatic and gymnastics. I love that. You can add all that in, bring all that in. Do you know what I also love about this competition? We don't separate the boys and the girls at this ages. We just let them all compete. This is one thing that you can do with family. We've heard a lot of names, similar surnames here. And these Meredith Numia kids are no exception because our next competitor is a sibling of Portia.
And our final competitor for the senior category. So, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Ardern Meredith Numia. The younger sibling of Portia, aged at 13 years of age. Ardern started learning Siva Afi in August 2020 at the Mount Roscoe workshops. Ardern has become a regular performer with Tahimana Fire Warriors, often doing duos and trios with her siblings Portia and Lennon.
Massey High School represented.
Oh, yeah. And it looks like our judges are looking at me again to say, hurry up. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Go.
for our final competitor of the Siva Afi Festival senior category, put your hands together for Ardern Meredith Numia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Ardern Meredith Numia. She gets ready for her doubles. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Arden, Meredith, Numia, and all our senior category competitors.
All right, we have a treat coming up for you next. That is the end of our senior competition. While we let the judges tally up the final scores and make sure that we can give you, after this short little break, the top three and then the winner of tonight's senior competition. But before we do that, we would love to bring out onto the stage some special visitors that we have all the way from Aurora, Colorado. They're bringing some Rocky Mountain High here to South Auckland tonight. They are a mother and daughter team. It's Alan Akiona and Sierra Kavailele. Alan is a Hawaiian hula teacher and is part of Kalama Polynesian Dancers from Colorado. Those that were lucky enough to be here last night would have seen Sierra, her daughter, who competed in our Wahine Siva Afi competition. She finished in the top three, so not only does she dance with fire, she also dances hula and other forms of Polynesian dance. Please give them a warm mangere South Auckland welcome. Kalama Polynesian Dancers from Aurora, Colorado. Imua.
Ana kole o e uriri e o kahi manu no ai kai kia I makalaia o ke kaha o ia kai uangana mali e uriri e ahana uriri e hene uriri ahana uriri hoi e hene uriri ahana uriri e hene uriri holo holo kaha kai e o ia kai uangana mali e One ana kole o e kolea e Pehe au kahiki mai ka ino O ia ina uru vehi vehi I hui pui a me ke ona ona Uliri e ahana uliri e hene uliri ahana Uliri hoi e hene uliri ahana Uliri e hene uliri holo holo kaha kai e O ia kai uangana mali e Kuhule I e uliri e Haa olu I ke one a oni I hao Ilona I lalo e haa mai o e Ke oni oni nei lai honua Uliri e ahana uliri e hene uliri ahana Uliri hoi e hene uliri ahana uliri e hene uliri holo holo kaha kai e o ia kai uangana mali e mai ana no Ena nea e wale a kamanu ki taha Uhai a holo ana I ke ahe ahe Uliri e ahana uliri e hene uliri ahana Uliri hoi e hene uliri ahana Uliri e hene uliri holo holo kaha kai e O ia kai ualana mali e Ulili holo holo kaha kai e O ia kai ualana mali e
Mahalo nui, a oia. So good to have our Kanaka Māori cousins in the hale to support us. Another big round of applause for our visitors from Colorado, please. All right, hopefully those guys are counting up the scores, but I would love to invite our 6 competitors from tonight's senior competition, and you will remember them. Come on down to the stage. Hezekiah Asiata, DJ Papali'i,
Kiteona Lua, Jaden Suni Aunese White,
Portia Meredith Numia, and Arden Meredith Numia. Who are we missing? Here we go. All right, so we do have some mealofa for all of our competitors this evening.
So again, a massive thank you to our friends at Polynesian Cultural Center in Laie, Hawaii. Thank you for the gifts, thank you for the love. And also to the team, David Ngaleai and the boys for the top 3 prizes as well. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your senior competitors.
All right, so you watch them all compete. You all think that you know as well as any of the judges. Let me hear you one more time. Scream out the name of the person that you want to be announced here tonight. Okay, on the count of 3. Ready? Tasi, Lua, Tolu. Oh yeah, okay. I heard quite a few good names in there. Did you get some information, Tom?
I got some information.
Oh, great.
So just like so we are again going to announce the top 3 in no particular order, and then from that top 3, the winner will be announced. Now, immediately after the winner is announced, our Taualunga will be conducted by the Tautua Dance Academy from Wellington. And if you do have a program, this is why it's important when we announced at the beginning to go get a program, because at the back of the program, page 25, are the words to the Taualunga song that we will be using for the Taualunga. And if you are already familiar with the song, Tinga, 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 that's not the song.
I know it, but that's not it.
So if you're familiar with that song, don't sing it because it's not the song. It is Ie Lava Lava. So if you do know the words, sing along. If you don't, get the program, turn to page 25 and we will go from there.
Yep, can we have a representative from the judges to present the final award, please? Actually, sorry, yep, can we bring all of the judges up here?
Yeah,
we
all
have
the
a little
judges.
something for you.
So put your hands together for Mr. David Ngaleai, Tim Noyce, and Miss Charlene Tedrow, our wonderful judges for the junior and senior category for tonight's
The
Siva Afi
hardest
Festival.
working people here tonight. I'll let you guys start. Paftai Lava to the judges for all the hard work that they did tonight and the unenviable job that nobody else wanted to do because it's way too hard. All right, Tom, do you have the information? Yeah, let's hear our top 3 in no particular order.
Our top 3 for the senior category in Siva Afi Festival 2023. In no particular order. Kiteona Lua. Portia Meredith Numia. Jaden Suni Aunese White. And again, just before we before we announce our winner, we'd like to acknowledge the Polynesian Cultural Centre for their gifts, David Ngaleai and the Laie boys, the Masters of the Flame for their gifts as well. And ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the champion for the Siva Afi Festival 2023, Luisa
Jaden Suni Aunese White.
This is Jaden Siva. Jaden, your Siva for being the champion for Siva Afi Festival 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your winner, Jaden. And all our senior competitors, our top three, Kitiona and Portia, and all the rest of our competitors, well done.
All of you are champions in our eyes. Thank you so much. All right, so just as we started our event a few hours ago now with a karakia, we're going to end with a prayer from Tom.
Yes, and just before I do the prayer, immediately following the prayer, so in the Samoan tradition, we always end with the taualunga. It's the last thing that we do. And it has been led by our wonderful family from Wellington, our Tautua Dance Academy.
Was established in 2016 in Wellington, New Zealand to help share and teach the Samoan culture through dance, song and language. Going into their 7th year, Tautua has taught over 2,000 students of all ages and have helped many connect to their Samoan culture. If you're in Wellington and you have family in Wellington and you want them to be part of this, you need to bring them along to Tautua Dance. Wait. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, we'll close off with the prayer here and then we'll end with the taualunga. And again, ladies and gentlemen, for those in the audience, this part is not a show. This part is also an opportunity for you to stand up and show your appreciation for everything that's gone down, the competition, the Siva Afi as well. Massive thank you again to all the organizers and the sponsors, Creative New Zealand, the US Embassy, Mangere Otahuhu Local Board, Pasifika TV for the live stream.
Mangere Arts Centre.
Mangere Arts Centre for opening late and working overtime. Thank you guys. Love your work.
All the drummers, all of the cleanup crew, the vendors, Polynesian, Poly-X Night Market. Everyone that has made this event such a great success. Thank you to all of you for coming. On behalf of Tom and I, we would like to say this was an amazing opportunity to be your host for the past 2 nights.
And thank you for having us. All right, let us pray. Heavenly Father, we continue to give you thanks and praise for the blessing that is Siva Afi. Continue to guide and nourish us through the good times and the not so good times. Guide us all home safely. Your traveling mercies be upon everyone, whether you're on the road, the sea, and the sky. May we reach our destination safely and at the end of the day be reunited with our loved ones back at home. We lift up the art of Siva Afi and all the tutors, and we say these things through your Son's name. And all the angels say, Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for taking part and being here for the Siva Afi Festival 2023. And we look forward to seeing you all next year. Please put in, remember to ask the council to keep funding us, especially Mangere Otahu local board.
Make a submission.
Yes. And my Lord lover. Hey, hey! Hey, hey!